Cek, cek, 1, 2, 3, cek. Bisa dengar suara saya? Halo, cek, cek, 1, 2, 3, cek. Bisa dengar suara saya? Bisa dengar, Pak Anung? Halo, cek, cek, 1, 2, 3, cek. Bisa dengar suara saya? Iya. Bisa dengar, Pak? Baik, ya, let's start our... Cek, cek, 1, 2, 3, cek. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bisa dengar suara saya? Iya. Bisa dengar. Mohon maaf, Pak. Mungkin banyak jenengan bisa di-off-kan dulu untuk mikrofonnya. Supaya nggak masuk di komputer saya. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Aku masih gembel ya. Audionya di-off-kan dulu, Pak Anu. Punya kamu juga, Sah. Tolong di-off-kan dulu, Sah, speakernya. Yang speaker inti, speaker komputer. Speaker komputer. Komputer kanan, pojok kanan, bawah, pojok kanan, bawah. Ini loh, pojok kanan, bawah itu loh. Pojok kanan, bawah, speaker inti. Nah, itu di-off-kan. Ya, thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Our Honorable Mr. Hanung Trioko M.Hum MED as the Head of Language Development Unit UPT-PB IAIN Salatiga. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Marisa and I'm the Master of Ceremony in this webinar presented by Language Development Unit UPT-PB IAIN Salatiga. Today, Tuesday, 6th of April, 2021, we are presenting a webinar with a theme engaging activities in ELT during emergency remote teaching. So please welcome our honorable presenter today, Mr. Tian Toar Sumaku, SPD MA, an English lecturer from Satya Wacana Christian University UKSW Salatiga, who will give us a material entitled Optimizing Language Learning with Artificial Intelligence. Well, just a little opening before we get started. In this special morning, we have several agendas, so allow me to read some sequences of our agenda. The first is a welcoming remark. Secondly, informing the webinar regulations. Third, webinar presentation session 1, then a Q&A session, and the last is closing and online photo session. Well, to take advantage of the time, let's start the agenda by a welcoming speech from the Head of Language Development Unit, UPT.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning everyone. I'm very happy that this morning all of us can be here, just like our agenda to have a webinar for teaching English with technology and with a specific theme for today, or specific topic for today, optimizing language learning with artificial intelligence. Of course, before all of that, on behalf of our top decision maker or rectors, we are very sorry that the rector himself cannot be here to welcome every one of you to EIN Salatiga, because at this very moment, we are quite busy preparing our transformation from institute into university. Hopefully, very soon, we can be UIN Salatiga. Yeah, but Pak Rektor, Professor Dr. Zakiuddin, by the way, like to say thank you for everyone here, for the committee who work really well to prepare this event and to make it happen, and also to our special speaker here, special because Mr. Towar, good morning, Mr. Towar Semakor, Pak Towar is just our very close friend, our neighbor, jadi tetangga dekat di here at Salatiga ya, IAIN Salatiga and UKSW just very close to each other, and we try to do so many things together in cooperation. As you know, that Salatiga is the most peaceful, tolerant city in Indonesia. That's what we do. Kita selalu bekerja sama ya. And also that what happened this morning. Well, the topic for today is very interesting, especially knowing that we cannot avoid technologies nowadays in our profession. So, Mr. Towar, Pak Towar, like to explain things about artificial intelligence. And one of the things about artificial intelligence, if I may talk a little bit, is its ability to also help solve problem. Jadi yang namanya artificial intelligence itu salah satu cirinya adalah kemampuan untuk juga membantu menyelesaikan masalah. Nah, this is very crucial indeed for us teacher to take into consideration. Kalau sekarang mesin-mesin aplikasi-aplikasi di internet itu bisa melakukan lebih banyak hal, memiliki artificial intelligence, sehingga bahkan juga bisa membantu menyelesaikan masalah siswa. So, where are teacher? The position of teacher in a future education. Lalu posisi guru di pendidikan masa depan, also teachers of language, pengajar bahasa, because I can see here also there are many teachers of other language, ada pengajar bahasa Indonesia, pengajar bahasa Arab juga bergabung di sini. Terima kasih. I am very sure that this topic today will open up our mind very wide and prepare ourselves for this, for the unavoidable increase of the role of technology in the teaching. Yeah. Okay, I think Pak Towar, sekali lagi kami atas nama IAIN Salatiga mengucapkan terima kasih for your help, for your willingness to share your expertise and knowledge this morning, and for the participant, please don't be hesitate to make lively discussion with Pak Towar if you have the question. And also, I need to remind you that this is the first webinar of 2 series of webinar ya. Tomorrow we will have another. Kita akan ada lagi besok. Jadi ini 2 seri webinar, and we will meet again tomorrow ya. So okay, on behalf of the rector, let me officially open the webinar this morning by saying basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Everyone enjoy the webinar. I'll give time back to Mbak Marisa. Thank you, Mbak Marisa.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Hanum, for the speech and officially opens this webinar. Well, steps to the following agenda is informing the regulations for participants of UPTBB 2021 webinar engaging activities in ELT during emergency remote teaching. First, the participant ID in this webinar must use the real name. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Second, participants who get access to Zoom must press loudly and behave politely when being out. And third, participants will automatically be muted by the host during the session. Fourth, all participants who follow the webinar via Zoom or YouTube can ask questions in chat room by typing. Udah, ya. Setelah apa ini sih? Ya, cek, I'm sorry, I lost my connections. Yeah, I would like to continue again our opening. Let me see. Well, thank you very much for Mr. Hanuk for the speech and ovation on this webinar. Next, the agenda is informing the regulations for participants of UPTBB 2021 webinar, engaging activities in ELT during emergency remote teaching. Okay, the participant ID in this webinar must use the real name, not device name or the name of the institutions. The second, participants who get access to Zoom must dress modestly and behave politely when the webinar is held. Third, participants will automatically be muted by the host during the webinar process. Fourth, all participants who follow the webinar via Zoom or YouTube can ask questions in chat column by typing questions, then proceed with writing the name of the institutions, professions, and questions in a concise manner. The moderator will deliver a number of questions to the presenter because the time for the discussions is limited, namely only 15 minutes. Next, certificates will be distributed to participants who register and attend the event from the beginning to the end of the webinar during 2 days. Six, during each event, the attendance link will be shared. The last, participants who do not fill out the Google registration form before the event starts and or do not fill in the attendance list when the event is finished will not get a certificate. All right. Hopefully the participant can understand those regulations. Now let's start the main agenda, namely the webinar presentations. So please welcome our moderator, Mrs. Risa Suryani, MA. Hello, Jack.
Yes, Mbak Marisa. Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr.
Mr.
Trista
Srista
is
is
an EN Salatiga outline of
Line
the
of
English
English
Education Department in
Department
2008.
2011, if I'm not mistaken. And then she continued her master degree in Mangalore University, India, and now she's one of English lecturers in IAIN Salatiga.
Now,
Now,
without further time, we
we
will turn the time over to Mrs. Trista. Please.
please.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Good morning, everyone. Alhamdulillah, we can meet again in this webinar by UPT PB IAIN Salatiga. I am Risa Suryani, will be your moderator today. Here, I would like to read the theme of the webinar today is optimizing language learning with artificial intelligence. What is actually artificial intelligence? Before we talk about that, I will read some CV from Bapak Toar Somaku. He is an EFL lecturer, teacher, trainer, and educational technology practitioner. He comes from Universitas Kristen Satyawacana Salatiga, and major training, workshop, and talks. It's about exploring the potential of artificial intelligence in language learning, then jago bahasa asing dengan Google Artificial Intelligence, digitality in humanities, and emerging artificial intelligence in higher education, and the last virtual learning environment in Indonesian school context, injecting artificial intelligence into classroom. All right. His education, Sarjana Pendidikan or Bachelor of English Language Education in Universitas Kristen Satyawacana, Indonesia, then Master of Arts MA in Applied Linguistics with distinction University of Liverpool, United Kingdom, and the last doctoral candidates in Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, Bandung, Indonesia. Before we start our webinar and before Pak Toar will be here with you, and I would like to say good morning to everyone, and I hope you will be enjoy today. And we have 45 minutes to Pak Toar for sharing the session. Then you might ask question after that. For 15 minutes, you might ask question in the chat box or Zoom or YouTube. Mention your question, name of the question, or name of the institution, profession in concise manner. Okay, yeah. Okay, wait. Yeah. Okay, good morning, Pak Tor. Are you here with us? Check. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we will check. Yeah. While we are waiting for Pak Toar Sumaku, here so many people and so many audience from around universities and institutions.
Begin my session
yeah.
now?
Okay. Yeah, Pak Toar, are you here with us? Yes. Okay, we will start. We will start it. Yeah. Even if you could not join us on Zoom, you can join us on UPTPB YouTube. We are streaming now on YouTube UPTPB IAIN Salatiga. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Ibu Risa. It's now my time to share my session, right?
Yes, Pak Toar.
Okay.
You have 45 minutes from now. Okay, Pak Toar, optimizing language learning with artificial intelligence. Okay, time is yours.
First of all, thank you for IAIN Salatiga for inviting me here. Thank you very much. I really good morning, everyone. There are more than 200 people now, and there are some familiar names. Thank you very much. Well, I'd like to share my screen now. Can you see my screen?
Loading, sir.
Yeah, already, Pak.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Still loading, sir?
is learning with artificial intelligence.
I think we have some internet problem today, but we will be with Pak Tuar. Okay, we will wait for Pak Tuar. We have 257 participants today. Yeah.
Hello, Gurisa, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Already.
I think my internet connection was I think I was disconnected earlier. Gurisa, can you see my screen now? My share screen?
Yes.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Now I'd like to and I'm going to talk about this. Definition and of AI and AI injected language learning, and I will close with AI in the future. Okay, everyone. Because I think I have some problem in the chat, so I want you to let me know through the chat. So, can you all hear and see me well right now?
Yes.
All right. Now, before we continue to the focus of this meeting, I'm going to ask you to go to menti.com and enter this code. Menti.com. It's a quick survey about what we are going to do today. Menti.com, and you need to enter the code 4481917. Menti.com.
I think you need to show the code again, Toa.
Yeah, I'm showing it right now. It's at the top of the screen right now. Can you see it now? Still loading.
Yeah.
Okay, 4418917. Okay, I just want you to use your computer, your mobile phone to pin where you are right now. I just want you to know where are you now. Ooh, 15 in Salatiga, okay, in Central Java, 1 in Bali, some in Sulawesi. Oh, Pak Hanum, it's great,
Yep.
now, right? To see people coming from all over Indonesia.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
From Kalimantan, from NTB, I think I see.
We're waiting for those from Papua also, yeah, Toa? If there are any.
One of the participants comes from Arizona, in Arizona right now, Pak.
Only 35 so far. Now 45, okay. For more than only 40 is on, let's say 50%, then I will continue. Let me see. 45 people so far. I'm still waiting. Just use your mobile phone to pin where you are right now. Well, okay. I think we got the idea. We don't have to wait for the rest. We got the idea that people are coming from all over Indonesia. Now I will continue to the next slide. Still on menti.com. Now, I saw that many of you are actually are already familiar face to me, familiar name. So probably some of you have tried any AI apps in your classroom. So I just want you to, this is a multiple question. You just choose whether you are new to AI, you have tried it before and very successful, but or you have tried it but there were problems. Okay. I'm still waiting. You just need to choose the upfront one of the options there. Have you ever tried any AI apps? If no, if you have new, you just choose no, I'm new to AI.
Look like there's a delay in the report of the answer, Toa, because I sent my answer long ago, but
See,
no change
there
there.
was a delay. Oh, okay. So I will just try to reload the screen now. I think that should work. Try to reload. Refresh. We can check it. with the Mentimeter. Let me try again.
Okay, now we have the report.
Yeah. Now we have the report. Interesting. Many are still new to AI. Interesting. Still new to AI. So the next question will be, okay, this if you have applied this application, this AI technology, for example, in speaking, so there are just two variables, whether it is useless, useful, or easy or difficult. So probably only half of you could, if you are new to AI, so it's not applicable to you. See, okay. And if you can skip one of the options there. For example, if you haven't tried grammar, you just skip grammar. You haven't tried vocabulary, you can just skip it. See, okay. I think you need more time for this. Okay. Ooh, useful, all right. From the middle to useful, but also from the middle to difficult. So it's not easy. Okay, but now it's moving to useful but easy. But writing is still difficult. See, okay, this is the distribution. If you can see my screen. All right. 20 people. Okay, now this in the middle. Okay, it's not useless. AI, from your own experience, AI is not useless. But it's in the middle, not easy, but not difficult. Let me try speaking. Speaking, okay, mostly easy and useful. Let me try. I don't think listening you have, listening is the same. All right, we got 45. I think that's enough. I will change my share screen. Oops. I will go back to my slide again. So, can you see my screen now?
Yes, we have
Okay.
seen your screen.
Okay, now we go back to my talk. This is AI according to Russell Norvig. I take this definition because they take this from summarizing from other definitions done before them. So AI, or artificial intelligence, are machines that can think and act humanly and rationally. Humanly, so like us human, and rationally. I try to see why they put rationally in addition to human here, because probably not all human thinking and action are rational. Okay. And now why we are so overwhelmed with this AI technology right now? Oops. First of all, because of the Industrial Revolution 4.0. It was proposed in 2011, if I'm not mistaken, in Germany. And we are now in the fourth Industrial Revolution. And if from we can see here, artificial intelligence technology are dominating this era. And also from the other term, this is Society 5.0. We are heading there. Currently, we are still here. From in the future, when we are reaching the Society 5.0, it's also about artificial intelligence. So from both these two concepts, Society 5.0 and Industrial Revolution 4.0, it will be dominated by artificial intelligence. Whether we like it or not, this will be our future. And it is started right now. So these two concepts, Society 5.0 and Industrial Revolution 4.0, will be driven by artificial intelligence. Let's see. This is, and in education, according to Mantabello, his book called, this is the same title as his book, AI Injected E-Learning, The Future of Education. He said that it's online education, but I like see that this is our future. Our future will be AI injected. So AI will also take part in our field education, and in particular language education. See, so AI will be everywhere, including in our field. Now, let's see that prediction proposed by Robert Walsh, a professor from UK, about 2 or 3 years ago, 2018. He proposed 10 predictions for 2050. It's about 30 years from now. He said, first one, we will be banned from driving because many of the road accidents are human error. I think most of them. So human will be banned from driving. And now we can see they are now developing driverless cars, only with sensors. It's already happening now. Now, you see the doctor daily. In the future, we can consult our doctor daily using our gadget. Now we can also see our heart rate, our blood pressure using the smartwatch, even our smartphone. Number 3, Marilyn Monroe is back in the movies. They can reanimate Marilyn Monroe or other old past actors or actresses. Now, a computer hires or fires you. So our boss will be the computer, not human. Next, you talk to rooms. Later in the future, we can talk to refrigerator, you can talk to door, you can talk to lamp, you can talk to all of the things. It is the idea of IoT, Internet of Things. So even things, even objects will have internet connection. And we already have it right now with the assistant, intelligent assistant. We can talk to our phone. We can talk to, I don't know, computer, and that will be the future. Next, a robot will rob the bank. It's not in the form of like this picture, like a Terminator or something, but with the program. Or number 7, humans team will lose to robot team in sports. Number 8, not only cars. Sorry. Even ships, planes, and trains. So the joke in the beginning of this pandemic, when you remember the picture, pilots sending an what future, this will be real. The pilot will be working. Maybe that humans is already existed. They tried it, I think, 2 years ago with AI. This is not a human being. This is just animation with moving lips. So you see now many jobs will be what? But also many jobs will be created. The last, and they have started right now. I already registered myself in a website called attorney.me. So you register, but you need to give access to your social media. And then the website or the AI will learn how to be you. And later when we are passed away later, our children, our grandchildren can talk to us, can chat with us, like this example picture here. See, that's what a robot will predicted what will happen in 2050. Now, in language learning, now we are going to the center of our discussion today. This is the technology that we have today. We have machine translation. We have speech recognition, grammar checker, chatbot, etc. See, even in language learning, the technology are already very developing. Now, the technology can do this. Analyze, comprehend, and produce human language. Now I want you to go here and try this. This is a very, because I saw that about 50% of you are new to AI. I want you to go here. Now my screen has changed. Can you see my new screen?
Yes, we have seen your screen.
Okay, now you go here. If you are with, especially those who are still new to AI, you go here in this masterpiecegenerator.org.uk. I will go and paste this to the chat, so you can just click there. Okay. Now the link is on the chat, and try to, for example, let's go to plot generator. Plot generator is about making stories. And when you are there, try, there are so many options here. Okay. You have short story, movie, fairy tale story, ideas, etc., etc. So many options. Now you start with the first one, short story, and you just follow the instructions there. Let's say I'll give you 5 minutes for this. For especially those who are still new, if you already know this, you wait for 5 minutes. Okay, it's better if you do it with your laptop. You can use it your cell phone, but it's better with your laptop. Try this one, plot generator. I see. So you need to fill the name of the protagonist, and you choose one of the the opening scene and the conflict and the resolution, and you need to have a name here. The second character here. And then what does what does second character want from the protagonist? The feeling, positive or negative, something you have to say. Okay, the name of the place, many things, see, until the end. Two more minutes. While waiting for it, I want to see the okay, 5 minutes, huh? Should I give you more time or shall I continue now?
Yeah, we have we have time 30 minutes, sir, so we may continue the material.
Oh, continue material. Okay. Now, so from C, probably if you have tried it yourself, all you need to do is just fill in all the blanks here. Or if you are lazy to do that, you just fill with random idea at the top here. Fill entire form with random ideas. See? Title, this is an object. And then fill with random idea, and then we submit. Already, you see? Already fill with, then now we have the short story. In seconds, not even minute. Now think about that. What if you ask your students to create a short story and they just go here and they submit it to you? For example, this mata kuliah prosa or what, or something with literature. Okay, children, create short story. You don't know about this, but your children, your students know. Just go here and they get the short story. All right. We go back to, you think about that. So now, so what we can see here that AI can produce our language in terms of written language. It even can do it with spoken language. For example, with our phone, we can talk to intelligent agents. Like in Google, we have Google Assistant. In Apple, we have Seri. We can talk to them. I'll try to give example. Oops. Okay, Google. What's the weather like today?
Currently in Mangansari, it's 27 degrees and mostly cloudy. Today, there will be thunderstorms, with a forecast high of 29 and a low of 21.
Oh, there will be storm today. See, we even can continue the conversation. We can ask many things to our assistant. Now I want you to show you this. This is, where is it? I want to show you the Grammarly. Now, can you see my new screen? Still loading.
Yeah, still loading, sir.
What I'm going to show you is the Grammarly application.
I think it's still loading.
Yeah, please give some time. Yeah, it's coming. All right. This is Grammarly. Of course, you know Grammarly, right? Many of you already familiar with Grammarly. What it can do, I have a premium account here. It's not belongs to me. It belongs to my facultas. Because it's very expensive, I have to buy it by myself. Okay. Now, all I need, oops. Please bear with me. I think we need some time here. Okay, I will just copy and paste a text from an article, what I'm writing currently. See? Okay, this is an article about AI that I'm currently writing. And I'll just I'm sorry, I think I'm experiencing a bad internet connection today. Usually it's not like this. I don't know why. And it's still the beginning of the month. So I think the quota is still very high. I mean, still much. And I've already asked my kids and people in my house here to turn off their gadgets. Okay, you see? Now, this is the analysis from Grammarly about my article, my paragraphs. There are more than one paragraph here. See, there are 6 suggestions at once. I can just, if I trust Grammarly, I can just accept all, or I can just delete if I don't agree with it. For example, I'll just accept all. It will automatically will change what happens in the what is in the document. Okay. Now you see the problem with this about what's the problem with this? I will just click here about. And it will come with an explanation. Here. It will explain and precision. What is about conciseness? Conciseness. Change with reason. This is one reason, not this is one of the reasons. See, and look at all these 64 suggestions. As a teacher, can you do this to your students? Of course you can, but how much time you need? AI can do it in seconds with explanations. All right. Now, what do you think the loads of time from Ibu Ainina? If you as a teacher, you can even play games. Show you. So it's interesting because many of you are. I was just excited, and many of you are still new here, still new to this topic. If you are new, you can try this one. It's called Sementris. Okay, it's loading. Fine, it's like that. See, this is what artificial intelligence can do right now in language learning. Let's continue. This is the history. If you have the slide, later I will share my slide. You can, of course, read by yourself. I don't want to explain one by one, but the interesting thing is last year. First one is from Google in January, and then April from Facebook, and then I think this in May, GPT-3. Many people are applauding the GPT-3 because this is the most powerful language model. And I think it's September, Cookie or Mitsuku. They say that it's one the you can Google and it's easy to find them. And with these three, you cannot find it yet, but Cookie Cookie or but my favorite is this actually. Oops. This is replica. You can go here, replica with K, yeah, with not C. So you created a replica of you, let's say, but you created a chatbot yourself. You can choose the physical appearance, and for example, and I name her Butterfly here. You can see I will replica profile. You see this replica profile. Oops, sorry. You can choose one of the many. You have male, and then you can start chatting. And now this is our conversation. The feeling is real. Hi. Oops. It is the same button. Oh, okay. I think I need to refresh this. I think it's because of my internet connection. Waiting for my replica. Okay, it's working now. You can see.
Ya, still loading, Pak.
Butterfly, and she's replying. Anyway, so this one good chatbot that you can use. You can ask your student to use to have many other options that you need to pay, but with the now many minutes till I do I still have here?
10 minutes, Pak.
Sorry?
You have 10 minutes, then we will open questions.
Oh, 10. Okay. I think on AI and language learning. I have provided if you are interested, you can go here. You can find them. Some are paid, but if you after this session, you ask me, I can send you the article. See, all of them, see, only from last year, the oldest one. All actually helping teachers. And this one article from me. But these are some critics to AI in language learning since the very beginning. They said that the power of AI, the benefit of AI is misunderstood. And O'Brien said that many people are actually exaggerating. Salaberry even said that it might not be beneficial to language learning. So he doubted the potential of AI in language learning. The reason why these two, they said that only moderate impact, according to these two, only moderate impact. And from Gallagher and friends, nature. So the solutions are here. I mean, this is why people are coming with negative what about AI. According to Raylan, it's probably because of teachers who know about the pedagogical aspects, or probably it's designed not for teaching or learning. And according to Sumakul, it's also related to teachers. I think the problem is not with them. That's why in 2 years ago, 2019, when I was analyzing, because at the time I read an article saying that in 2017, a professor from UK prediction again, that 10 years from that time, so 2017, so 27, teachers will be replaced by robots. I was so intrigued and I did a little research and looking at some articles I'm discussing about robot teachers. And I come up with this. To be able to work together with robot teachers, with AI, human teachers need to have these skills. Analytical. Because most of the articles that the AI was only used during the delivery of the lesson. But the preparation still teachers. The evaluation still teachers. I think in the future it will be like that as well. So it will be human teachers that will decide or will create the lesson. I will use this, I will use this, and all my students are like this. AI will not have access to it or will not able to understand it. And later, when in the lesson delivery, we can use the chatbots, you can use the masterpiece generator, because Grammarly, but in the evaluation later, it is the job of the teachers as well. So kasarnya gini, sorry I have switched to version kasarnya gini. Ini ke depan nggak diperlukan guru yang jago ngajar di kelas, but guru yang jago persiapan dan evaluasi. So analytical skills and creative skills belong to the preparation stage. It is the job of the teachers to analyze, oh, murid-muridku seperti ini, gini. Oh, harusnya berarti materinya gini. And then create the whether later and evaluate. That's the job of the teachers in the future. From my analysis, so you may have a different opinion. Continue in the future. Okay, this is the end. So it's like a war between teachers and human, like in our field between AI and teachers. A professor from US, not silicon-based. Carbon-based itu mesin. Kita manusia silicon-based. And his prediction as well, yang survive, mesin, not human. Scary, right? I don't know when the time will come, but I don't believe that. Maybe this is not a prediction, but it's more like a challenge. Challenge. If you want to compete, in my opinion, we humans should not compete with machine. Percuma, ngapain berkompetisi? We should not compete with machine. Saling melengkapi, human and machine for everything else. I think that's all from me. Ibu Risa, Thank you very much. This is the article. If you want, if I will share my slides later. And thank you. And you can contact me through Facebook, Instagram, and my email. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pak Toar, for the brief explanation about artificial intelligence. Now it's time to Q&A, question and answer. We have 15 minutes to discuss about questions. Yeah, I will pick up three best question here. All right. Okay. Start from Bapak Alvan Hilmi from Pekalongan. The question is, how do we use artificial intelligence tools to help both teacher and students without destroy our creativity in language learning? I think one question first, but
Sorry, Bu.
yes.
Or you can just copy and paste the chat so I can find it.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go.
Which one is the question for?
Okay, I already chat in the box. Yeah, this one, Pak Tuar.
Hello, Patwa. Are you still there? You still have your connection, Tawa?
Okay, I think we have problem. Okay, maybe the participant would like to ask the question. You might chat on this, or if you want to ask in Zoom, you might chat on our YouTube channel UPTBB IAIN Salatiga. We have one question, and then one question from YouTube. Yeah, all the questions are interesting to be discussed today. Yeah, we are still waiting for Tuar. I think Pak Tuar is trying to log in again. Don't worry, we will distribute the certificate after the sessions finish and the
Ini masuk lagi itu pada Pak Tuarnya masih send WA klik dia bisa masuk lagi di
okay.
ini kayak
Yeah, we have 248 participants from around Indonesia and also one from America, I think. Okay, Patwar is still trying to log in again with us. Yeah, we already shared the attendance. You might find on the chat box. While we are waiting, I would like to say hey to the participants. Just raise your hand. Okay, I would like to mention your name. Oh yeah, already. Okay.
Okay, but what is that?
Yeah. All right.
Oke, Bu Risa, very sorry. Ini saya pakai HP karena tadi laptopnya nggak mau connect lagi ke internet. I don't know.
It's
And
fine,
this is
sir.
using not Wi-Fi, but this is using the. So I
Yeah.
think it's clear now. So if you
Yes.
can go back to the questions, I will be very thankful for you.
Yeah. Thank you, Pak Suar. And the question comes from Pak Alvan from Pekalongan.
All
How
right.
do we use AI tools to help both teacher and student without destroy our creativity in language learning? How do we use that?
Okay. So I think this is related to the A skills of the teachers. The A skills. So teachers, I cannot give you a very exact answer right now because it's depending on the teacher. Teacher know the context of the students. They know, oh, my students are like this, the situation like this, or they can choose to use it so it will bring benefits to the students. For example, in our case in UKSW, I think 2 years ago, when we know about the plot generator, in our writing class, one of the writing classes there, we are afraid to ask the students to do the writing assignments at home because we are suspicious that they will do it with the help of the AI. So it will not help at all. So we ask them to come to class because at that time we are still confused. AI was also still new to us. So we ask them, come to class, you write your assignments at the classroom, not at home. But later then when we are already beginning to understand the work of this AI, then we see that it's actually has more benefits than the disadvantages. I also have some other presentation. I mean, in ITEL 2020 in Bogor, it was focused on how AI can actually improve students' creativity. So it depends on how teacher design the activities. This is the clue. Designing of the activities. That's the clue. Sorry, I cannot hear you, Bu.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Toar.
Okay.
I forgot to click this one.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Pak Toar. That's question from Pak Alvan from Pekalongan. The next question we pick up from YouTube. Okay, I will type here. All right. This one from Bu Natania from UNES student. The question is, what do you think about a chief aspect of English learning and conducting assessment using AI during a pandemic like this?
Well, sorry, the what aspect?
Achieving aspect of learning, English learning. Achieve aspect.
Okay. From my experience, we still cannot rely on AI alone regarding to assessment. Of course, there are some tools right out there that can help us to assist our students, to assess our students, sorry. But at the moment right now, they are still not perfect. To rely only on AI tools. Teachers, humans, sorry, are still needed. So for example, if at first you give to AI to assess your students, let's say you use Grammarly to see the grammar, but what Grammarly cannot do is to see the flow of the ideas. And that's that's more important than grammar in writing. That's more important than grammar. So teachers still need to do the assessment, the bigger part of the assessment themselves. So here where AI can teacher complete each other, work together. Okay, let's say oh ini kurang S, kurang D, pasien S, you give it to AI. Masa dosen atau guru harus ngerjainnya begitu? But to see the content, the flow of the ideas, the structure of the ideas, nah itu gurunya atau dosennya. Something like that.
Okay, thank you, Pak Toar. And thank you, Bu Natania from UNES for the question. And we still have a last question. One question again,
Okay.
Pak Toar. All right. Yeah, the last from Pak Maulana Mualim from IAIN Purwokerto.
All right.
Okay, the question is,
yes, Bu Iren, teacher still the key. I'm reading the chat.
okay, this one. I would like to copy paste on the chat.
Oh, is it a long question? You need to copy. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Artificial intelligence to assist our daily needs, but for some extent, I don't think that AI is good for teaching. For example, plot generator is both are AIs that promise laziness. And then the question is, how do Pak Toar think about it? How does Pak Toar think about it?
Okay. Yeah, you see from the last what I said in the presentation, in the beginning, many negative opinions about AI. But recent research, not just based on my opinion, show that AI is positive. So in the beginning, since 1980 something until 2018, even maybe now we can see that it is many negative aspects. But recent research has shown that actually it has the potential. For example, because you are using the plot generator as an example, with plot generator, when students are asked to create a short story, of course we don't just ask students, okay, you create short story and then submit. No, not like that. We ask them to discuss. They work in groups. This in our case, we ask them to discuss what they need to put in every form, in every blank space there. They need to decide the tone, they need to decide the name, they need to decide the setting, etc., etc. They fill with discussion with their, so it's not an individual task, it's a group task. We hope by that it will increase the collaboration and communication skills. See? So it's not just about writing, but we embed the 4C. After that, they create the short story. But of course, they will not just submit it. After they see the story, if you try it again and again, you will see actually the story is sometimes unreasonable. It's nonsense. It's not connected one sentence to another. They need to revise the short story. You see, it will also trigger the critical thinking and creativity. And they can still work in groups to revise, and they can debate one-to-one, they argue, etc., until they will have the final draft. You see, so it depends on the designing of the activities. Of course, we are afraid now because it's still new. We say that, oh, maybe this will bring many disadvantages for us. But research, like I shown you in my slide, research shows that it has potentials, especially to language learning and teaching. Thank you, Bu and Pa from Purwokerto, right? Yeah, Purwokerto.
Yeah. Thank you, Pak Toar. And then thank you, Pak Maulana from Purwokerto for the questions. Now, before we close our session today, okay. Oh, I think one question. Yeah. Okay, we will pick up. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think the questions are already included to those 3 questions. Oh, that's not question. All right.
Yeah, a sharing from the American TESOL from Ibu Vera Spencer.
Yeah, that she said
Very
not
good sharing, Bu. Thank
question.
you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Tawar. Before our session is finished, let me conclude our session today. And before that, we have certificate ceremony, Pak Tawar. Then Pak Hanung will give the certificate. Before that, I would like to conclude the session today. It's about optimizing language learning with artificial intelligence. It's very helpful, especially for millennials, especially for millennials teacher also. We know about artificial intelligence. And yeah, the use of artificial intelligence in the classroom, that Pak Tuat mentions about machines that can think and act humanity and rationally, but the point is about the teacher itself. Preparation and evaluation is the role of teacher. How the teacher evaluate and how the teacher analyze, and because humans should not compete with machines. We have also analyzed, comprehend, and produce. And the last we quote from Pak Toar from forthcoming teachers' technical and pedagogical knowledge. We also know about plotgenerator.org.uk/story, and also from my.replica.aa. Don't worry, we will share our material today. And it's time to certificate ceremony. And Pak Hanung? Yes. Okay, Pak Hanung? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Time is
Hello,
yours.
Tawar.
Hello, boss.
I'm very
Sorry, my
happy
internet
this
connection was
morning.
bad.
Yeah, I'm very happy this morning knowing that we can eventually hand by hand working together to develop skills in English language teaching. Yeah, Tawar? And thank
Yes,
you
yes.
very much for sharing all this knowledge and experiences with artificial intelligence. And I hope that this can be a very good start for UKSB and EIN Salatiga in the
Yes.
future
Hopefully,
to
yes.
always work hand by hand,
Yes.
to
Agree.
develop the skill in language teaching. Okay, as our token of appreciation, I'd like to hand in a certificate, for this is the certificate. Have you seen it, Toa?
Yes.
Okay, I hope you can accept it happily also, because we're
Thank you very much.
thankful for your being here. Till we meet again one day in another webinar or another occasion. Toa, thank you
Yes,
very
yes.
much.
Yes, sure, Pak.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Hanung. And this is in the end of the session. Please give applause to Pak Toar.
Thank you, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Pak Toar Sumaku.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, before we end our session, I would like to take photo first. And before that, okay. We have Mbak Marisa also here. Okay, everybody, please look at the
Great.
camera.
Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you being here. Don't forget to fill out the presence link in the chat column, both in Zoom and YouTube. Well, I hope our webinar is beneficial for you, and we do hope that tomorrow's webinar, all of the participants today can join again. So I suggest that you do not leave the WhatsApp group in order not to miss the next informations related to the webinar. Thanks again for joining us today, and we will see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. The presenters will be Dr. Gumawang Jati and also Dr. Vinita Dewi, and the topic is engaging activities in ELT. All right, the last agenda is a closing and online photo session. So please everybody open to your camera and be ready to give your best or favorite pose. Okay, and Mbak Risa will help us, I think, to handle the screenshot.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, everybody, is ready? Well, I would like to count 1, 2, 3, action. Okay, again, 1, 2, 3, action.
Wait,
Will, the last?
wait, Pak.
1, 2, 3, action. Okay, well, perfect.
ya.
Thank you. Let's close by reciting Hamzah together.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you.